Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Let Out. We got a great show for you. I want to start by introducing my co-hosts, Chris,
What's going
Sylvia,
on?
and Alicia. Me, Will, aka Bob. Okay. Without further ado, we got a lot of good topics for you today, if we can get to them. But it's going to be a great show today. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about mental health. We're also going to talk about dating people with lace fronts or bad wigs, and then we'll get into a surprise topic if we have
Why the
time to
wigs
do.
gotta be bad though?
Why lace fronts are bad. Anyway, lace fronts are bad. I don't care how you look at it. But so we're going to talk about that, and I have no doubt that this is going to be a great episode. All right, without further ado, my co-host.
Let's
Chris.
get it popping.
Let's get it popping. Hey, but Will, I feel what you're saying, and man, for the most part, they do be bad. Y'all don't watch Love and Hip Hop and all them goddamn Tyler Perry movies. And Tyler Perry ass been putting them wigs on men. I don't know what's that's about. Like, can we just let our guys rock their hair?
Or this.
I'm just let them rock it. And that's what I'm saying. But and think about it. If you was walking around and you saw somebody with that damn Tyler Perry wig or the Mona Scott line of lace fronts, would you date somebody that look
That's
like
what I want to know. I'm with Chris. I want to know. I'm gonna start with Alicia. Would you date somebody? Let's start with the guy. Let's start with the guy that was in Tyler Perry movie. He's buff. He's like you like. You know what I'm saying? Typically, when you see him on other movies, it's like, okay, he's a nice looking guy. Would you date him? Huh?
We could say Shamar Moore. He's a good example.
Yeah, that
struggle braid. When he had the struggle braid.
The braid wig. Let's talk about it. Would you date a guy with wig waves?
Wig waves.
Man. If I didn't know and we first started dating.
How do you not know Shamar had the braid?
That little wig was played, okay? That's totally different. But I'm saying, like, you see the guys now with the lace front wigs, the frontals and stuff on.
Right.
And a lot of those, you really cannot tell. Like, it go from granddaddy to zaddy real, real quick. But, I mean, I think if I didn't know initially, oh, shit, I don't know. Maybe I could deal with it because as a woman, we like to put our weave in and maybe put a wig on and kind of switch it up. But if I take my shit off at night and you set your shit beside mine,
I'm just saying, but is that not hypocritical though?
Oh, very, very much so.
Okay, because that's like a double standard. Like, I mean,
we both of
us trying to look good. Yeah, both of us trying to look good. Both of us got insecurities. Both of us either don't want to deal with the hair we got or can't deal with it. Like, so what's the issue, Sylvia?
Well, first of all, no.
No?
I gotta go with a strong no. I have to go with here's why I have to go with
look at what's on top of your head.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks nice. I'm just saying, how can you have that?
But let me tell you why. Because for years, centuries, decades, this has always been our thing. Men have not done this. So for it to all of a sudden start happening now versus me just going ahead and cutting all my hair off or just keeping a low cut or wearing it like you're wearing it, it was always acceptable by women then.
Okay, so
now you come now because now like why? Like I'm with Alicia. If I didn't know it first and you fooled me, that means that you probably could fool everybody else and be like, this is our little secret. So I'm going to roll with you with it. And then when you decide you want to do it no more, you want to go bald, it's going to be like he cut all his hair off.
Okay,
and that's only if I can't tell. But if I could tell, you ain't getting none. I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna do it.
But here's the thing. Natural.
I need you to sleep with a wave cap and everything. Don't take it off at night. Sleep with your wave cap on.
What about like how
But there's no need for a wave cap.
You said what? Just to make me feel better, because it might roll off in the night or something.
No, there's no need for a wave cap because they not going away. The waves are not going away.
I mean, if you're gonna fake it at this point, just fake it all the way.
Yeah.
Don't put the wave cap on. Play the part. You got to commit.
Okay, so
play the part.
Okay, so let's just like saying the change from y'all wearing weaves all the time and wigs all the time to wearing natural hair. That's a change. We deal with that. So
No, it's
why y'all
not.
can't deal with
We
the
wore-
with the
because
It's
wig
we
not
wore-
the
waves?
we wore our-
same. Hey, why she gonna say that ain't the same? It's the same.
That is the
we wore our
same.
natural hair. We wore our natural hair before then, but we have
We
hair
wore
under
our
that.
waves before
We
we
never
lost
But
saw
y'all
it
hair.
don't.
though.
But y'all,
We never
most
saw it.
men that are doing that, y'all, they don't have no hair no more. You ain't got no hair.
Some of them
Yeah.
females ain't got no hair. You seen the
They
edges?
and
Edges
some of
gone.
them,
Ooh,
and a lot
edges
of
be
them,
like,
a
this
lot
how
of
the
them,
edges be looking.
and a lot of them never
No,
did have any. So
I don't know, Sylvia. I don't know. I just
It's more acceptable
so
for women to do it because of versatility as opposed to your
a
man.
necessity.
it's not
Okay, well,
cool.
versatility. So y'all
I think
really don't need it. You ain't gonna let the man that need it have it.
right. That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't even be needing it. Y'all just be lazy and don't want to do your own hair. Girl, it's too damn
It's
much
not-
to deal with this hair. I don't want to lose my hair and then be going bald up under the wig. I'm trying to figure out.
So he needs. So it's still a vanity thing because he needs it now because he loses his hair. He ain't ready to go bald. So it's still a vanity thing. So it's just like it's a necessity for him because he going bald. It's a necessity for us because we don't want to deal with our hair.
Right. So exactly. That's my point. So you should be fair.
No.
Man,
Don't
look,
go
man,
bald.
take these man
What
ways.
about I don't want
Because
to deal with my baldness?
it's acceptable for y'all to go bald, to be bald. It's acceptable.
It's acceptable for y'all to be bald. I done seen some nice looking bald women
Yes,
wear that
it
thing
is.
wicked.
It is. What it is, they just women when they be bald, they have to do everything else to
Right.
make sure they still look feminine.
That's a
y'all ass
fact.
be lazy.
That's
y'all
a
be
fact.
lazy.
And that's the thing. You gotta get up. You gotta put on a full face of makeup. You gotta
Now,
wear
when you bald head, you just
earrings.
good.
Oh my God, yes you do. Yes you do. 'Cause
Yeah,
then if you
Sylvia,
don't,
I
it's
agree.
gonna
I
be
agree with
like,
you, Sylvia. I agree with
because
you,
you're gonna
Sylvia.
be like, she was
Makeup
hard
and
to love,
earrings
but she
will
was,
make a bald head woman look good.
yeah, you can't just be out here bald headed as a woman and not put no makeup on, put no earrings on.
Yeah, I seen some
They
Now,
bald
gonna
I want to
see
see no
I
woman
seen
look
some
like
bald
Michael
head
Jordan,
women with
though.
ass.
Hey.
Hey, bitch, you look like a fine ass junior. I'm just saying. Well, you a fine Tyrone looking motherfucker. But look,
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. You just said you a fine Tyrone looking motherfucker. If a woman is bald, she gotta do extra to look feminine.
well, if a man is bald, he gotta do extra. Women like men with hair. They do. That's why he put the wig on the dude in Tyler Perry movie.
No, that's got
It wasn't believable if he was bald head
It's a
to treat her
lot
like
of
that.
women.
He had to have that fade.
It's a lot of women that like bald headed men. Bald headed men with beards and gray sweatpants. You ain't seen none of them posts? Come on now.
No.
Really?
I don't know
It's either
about
bald
that.
head. It's either bald head or dread.
But I can take a bald head with a nice beard before I will with your man hair.
We know you can.
Exactly.
So here's the thing.
Hey, but that's because you always, so we know you always love a nigga
We know
with a
what's
beard.
at home.
That's always good.
But here's the thing. So Chris, you
Yeah.
and like the lace fronts. Let's say you were not with who you're with your lady and you out on the dating scene.
Hey, even she can wear one if it look good. My thing
A
is,
lace front?
now, if it look good, now you know you got the ones that look natural. I'm cool with that.
Not
I'm
just
cool with
hilarious.
I'm cool with that. But like I said, we're not doing the love and hip hop, Mona Scott line. But we just can't do that
Her
Mona
name
Scott
used to be Mona
hairline.
Stop. That's her name,
Man,
Mona Stop. Man, them lace fronts,
man.
man, come on, dog.
Yeah,
I'm just
they
saying, like,
horrible.
look,
Come on,
glue it
dog.
to your head and then put the Velcro on the front so we can see the Velcro and then
Man,
glue it behind the Velcro.
That shit look like
Hell
vinyl
no.
glue. What the fuck, man? Like,
No.
bitch, you got hardwood flooring glue on your motherfucking forehead. Right here thinking you look good on a fucking reunion.
Because they take the
I
cheap route.
swear,
And they ain't got no close friends.
Man, hell no, that shit is ugly. I don't
Now
like it.
that was a no. But if we're messing with the Tina Knowles, Beyonce Knowles line,
I just
that's a
can't do
different
it.
story. I mean, think about it. They've been
there are
rocking
other
for years.
people, but there are some out there that have lace fronts that you won't know they have lace fronts until you see them pull it off, or they
I
take it
know.
off and they tell you.
I know.
It's a lot.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
it could be done properly.
I know.
Now,
You
baby,
gonna pay for it.
I done seen
good
some
because
bad
lace
hair in my
fronts-
day.
And
I
that,
done seen
that's
some
lace
bad
fronts is
looking
a lot
hair.
of
I done
maintenance.
seen some hair in my day. I'm gonna tell you, I used to have this friend. They used to come to work. And her hair,
What?
You got right.
You
Oh
know,
my God, you got right.
Oh my God.
But you know, man, I had tiger stripes and all, but it was good, you know. Struggle.
But times have changed, and the quality of hair and where they're getting it from, and getting it to match closely to your skin. They're bleaching the actual hair nets now to match your skin. Like,
Why are we
the
doing that? It goes back to those.
at an all-time high.
You don't think that look like something off a bad movie though? Like, and we just trying to make, like, we used to hold up. We used to really make fun of old Chinese movies when they did that shit. And now we out here looking like, are we not? With them lace fronts. That's exactly what they used to do. You a bastard. You will die. That's exactly how they look. And these females is walking around here with big asses and the same fucking lip sync. I'm telling you, I just don't understand. I do not understand how
You might just be a man that don't
always-
like a woman with a wig on, period, though. Everybody doesn't like, no matter how it looks, every man does not actually like women that wear weaves and wigs. So that might
That's
be
a
what
fact.
you are experiencing.
No, that's a fact. I hate it.
Well,
The reason I say that is because I find there's so many, especially let me just stick with black women. Let me stick with black women.
Oh Lord, here you go.
Well, no. I'm not on that type of time today. I'm saying with black women, I really believe that black women have the ability to look or make most hairstyles work.
That's a fact.
If you got
they have
no
the
right.
most versatility. They have the most
I'm
versatility.
telling you, because the way that we are so into creativity and fashion and expression and things like that, that I do think that we can pull it off. We do not need that. We don't need that.
But what you don't understand is when it comes to our hair, too much manipulation, too much heat, too much whatever can actually destroy our hair. Yes, it can.
Sylvia, what you think y'all doing? We're putting all this shit in it. Y'all covering it up. It ain't breathing. The shit up under the dime.
Now, come on. Hold on. Let me give you a little lesson, okay? Because, you know, even when we were working where we we first met, that's all I wore. My hair grew. I didn't have a problem with it. It's all about how you take care of your hair. But to do all of that, to constantly add heat, to constantly add chemical products, we're killing our natural hair.
We wigs too, though, right?
So no. If you
braids are not killing y'all hair if y'all wear that all the time.
It's just killing the edges.
If you properly take care of your hair, no, those are people that's not properly taking care of their hair, and those are people that allowing people that's not trained to properly take care of their hair to do their hair. If you sitting in your cousin's kitchen and she always doing your hair, she feel like she gotta snatch your edges and pull them to your eyebrow, your eyes are like this, then no, you're not gonna have no hair. But in between those installations, you have to take care of your hair. You have to know what to do to take care of your hair. Just like even now that I have this here, I know when I take this out, I'm gonna have to do a deep conditioner. I'm gonna have to do all this. I'm gonna have to make sure that my hair is healthy.
I like that word you just used, because this is exactly what it is. It's an installation. Cupcakes gotta come out.
That's what it is. But you have to take care. But to constantly manipulate your hair, and what you saying, but with us being versatile with our hair, we're damaging our hair. Our hair won't grow. It's not as simple.
Well, no, when I say versatile, I'm talking about versatility with your own hair. You know that.
It's what I'm trying to tell you.
You don't have to put heat on it though. You don't have to put heat. You don't have to put chemicals. I've seen people do. I've seen people. Alicia put gel on the side of their hair and make it look at Alicia. Like she has natural hair. She'll gel it. She makes it look okay, and she, you know what I'm saying, she works it out. My thing is there's other things that we can do or women can do with their hair, and who am I to talk about hair? I don't have any. However, I'm talking about a woman. I think that you guys have the ability.
You think. There's a difference between thinking and knowing. You can just keep saying, I think. But I'm sitting here telling you, as a woman with natural hair, it could be the versatility can come in with us wearing our natural hair. We wearing multiple styles. If we want to do what I'm doing with the braids or the twist, or if we want to wear extensions, we can. We have that option. I'm sorry,
I wish I could show y'all my grandmother's hair. She's 96. I wish I could show her hair looks like yours.
But you don't have to. My grandmother
same way, right?
Sister, their hair was the same way. Yeah, but they only wore it a certain kind of way, because you keep talking about versatility when it comes to the elements of the earth, the humidity, the rain, or whatever. Come on, man.
They had
Our
humidity
hair's
and
not
rain
gonna-
in them days too.
and our hair's not going to sustain like we want it to. So with that being said, we have the option to use other outlets. Like, you're not going to make us feel bad because we decided to
No, I'm
take
not trying to
different
make you
routes.
feel bad. I just don't like. I think lakefronts are horrible looking. I just think I think
Because
that
you've
they
probably seen
straight
a
out of a
million
damn
horrible looking lace fronts.
the Hitchcock movie. I just think
I mean, I see a balanced view of it. Is that I do love that we have the ability to be versatile with our hair, to do braids, wigs, weaves, the lace fronts, the sew-ins. That's one of the great things about black hair is that you can do all that. Now, I do think that those things can, like she said, if they're not done properly or you're not familiar with your scalp and your texture of hair, type of hair, yes, those things can cause permanent damage. You can pull your edges out. It can make you go bald. You've seen, there's a stylist, she's called Razor Chick. And I've sent y'all her information before and showed you her pictures where women were completely bald in the middle, bald all around their edge. Some just have little bits of places of hair. Then you also have women who have cancer, who need those wigs, and that's who really
different.
relate for.
That's different.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
different.
So I think that, but what happened is that we were still trying to use the same techniques as those women who would be bald, let's say, from chemotherapy.
Right.
So now we're having to put glue and different stuff on our edges and hair, or trying to protect your edges. So I do think that some of the styles that we do can definitely, the manipulation, like even for me at one point, I was wearing braids when I was transitioning.
Right.
I didn't know that I had a scalp. A stylist, a white stylist, actually told me that my scalp, it was something about the fact that it doesn't move. She was saying it's tight. So all of those different styles I had, my scalp wasn't manipulating and moving like it should be to withstand all of the pulling.
What your scalp was under.
Basically. So yeah, I would see like the little, you see your cuticles or the hair is pulling out of your scalp.
Right.
And yeah, it did cause some damage. It caused
ugly.
Luckily, it's bouncing back. It's coming back, which I thank God. But over time, it can definitely affect the negative.
Well, yeah, I mean, and I would say, look, this shit getting a little too heavy with this topic, because the reality is I don't care how fine you think you are, how well you dress. If your hair fucked up, you're fucked up. That's just the reality. That's the truth. Y'all know, as women, it don't matter how fine, how well you dress. If you come through dressed to the T with the baddest shoes, the finest clothes, the biggest ass, but your hair like this, nah.
Yeah. You need to wipe out everything.
I don't know. Y'all still the fuck though.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
I mean, you can't go nowhere with it, though.
She can't meet your friends.
Nah. Hey man, it's like you have to weigh your options. Do I want to look at it, or do I want to feel something? That's pretty much at the end of the day. I'm trying to feel something. Okay. Right. All right. So Chris, unfortunately, we got to go somewhere where you don't want to go. The heavy topics. All right. So we gotta go to the heavy topics, man. You know what it is, man. And speaking of,
let me put my serious face on.
Right, get your serious face. Yeah, get real. I think that the next topic, which is mental health, probably speaks to people who wear lace front wigs.
Wow, really, or could it be the people that have lost all their hair? Cause yeah, it's a heavy topic. It's stressful.
No, that's genetics. So here we go. So
mental story, you stick it to it, huh?
Right, I'm rolling with it. So I know we talked about it last time. We can kind of delve a little bit more into it to talk about mental illness versus mental health. Can somebody please expound on it, Alicia, Sylvia?
Of course. So I actually looked this up because I think a lot of times a lot of us got mental health and mental illness confused, and it's a vast difference between the two. Okay. So mental health refers to your emotional and psychological state. It's like your social well-being, how you feel about yourself, how you interact with others. Mental health, anybody can have mental health because you can have a bad day. You can be going through a bad time, a breakup, job stress can cause anxiety, breakdown in friendships, kids, just day-to-day things can go ahead and affect your mental health. Now, mental illness is a big difference. It actually affects disorders. affects your mood, your thinking, your behavior. People with mental illness normally they experience distress and problems functioning at work and home and social situations all the time. Just their daily lives, they're struggling to go through it. It's not something that you can just kind of overcome with willpower. A lot of times it's the brain chemistry, it's genes. It can be a history of mental illness in your family. Mental illness can be things: depression, anxiety, mood disorders, bipolar, schizophrenia, eating disorder, addictive behaviors. So those are
You
things they deal
Google?
with those things.
You
Is
Google?
that what?
You reading Google?
She
You
is.
definitely
She's,
did.
I mean,
I
and,
did my
You
research.
definitely just went
look,
down
and
this
then
road.
when I Googled, I had a PhD. But go ahead.
Uh,
But I mean, I think that we've all had bouts with mental health where you've been stressed out. It's affected your day. It may have affected your day at work, your day at home. It affects your
Sylvia.
relationships. But usually, you're able to kind of
Bounce back.
come over to the other side to get over it. Mental illness is totally different. That's something that they're dealing with for their life forever.
I mean, but at what point does just I'm having a not healthy day or a not great day become like a serious mental illness? You know what
When
I
it's
mean?
something that you're not getting past, you're not getting over, you're not getting to that other side like we talked about, and it's ongoing, and you find it now difficult to go ahead and to get yourself out of it. If I'm having a bad mental health day, I might come home and take a drink. I might sit outside. I might call a friend. I might send some jokes, and then within that little time, I'm feeling better. I'm optimistic. But when it's going on for days and weeks, and you can't get out of that slump, you might need to go at that point and see somebody because it might be actually now a form of mental illness.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Where you
Sylvia?
roll over, you got to take medicine in order to function from day to day. That's the only way you're able to live out from day to day. Oh my God, Will in that smile, I can only imagine what's coming behind
In
that
his head.
smile.
Yeah, but my thing is, but when does, like you said, I guess you're saying for the most part that people when it becomes a long-term thing is when you should go
Right.
see somebody.
And you can't function without, because you know, if you go and see somebody, you're at that point, then they're going to prescribe you medicine. I think it's like Zoloft or whatever.
Good.
Sylvia,
For
pick
you
the
to
other
take
side of
and
your
it,
headset up for me. Let's see if that, yeah.
okay.
That's it. I think it was rubbing against
You
your
get
shirt.
to, oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And you get to that point where you have to take medicine in order to be balanced for the day. Like you won't be at your low. You'll be just right, like good. You know what I mean? That's the only way that you can get through your day. And I think at that point that it goes over to.
Yeah, because I was kind of worried. I ain't gonna lie. I know y'all be thinking I be silly. I was worried one day. I was doing somebody got so busy, and somebody had walked past my office one day. Was like, Chris, you're not talking to yourself. And I was like, damn.
Oh my God.
I'm like,
Oh
damn.
Lord.
I am.
You know what? He
Okay?
can't be.
I know
He
I
can't
do.
be serious
Make
for
myself
nothing.
like,
Yeah.
I was wrong with it.
You said
I
you
might
what with?
Right. It's,
I might even ask a question and answer that motherfucker, but I don't think that I
I think it's way deeper than that. It's absolutely
okay,
way
'cause
deeper than
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie though, because I was like, I'm doing this a little too much. I don't want to be one of them niggas in front of the corner store. They're fighting, arguing with themselves.
But those are the ones when they do it all the time. When you catch it when they do it, they do it all the time, and you know there are other things that add into it. Then just for real mental illness, it's not a.
Okay.
But if you just talk to yourself, you ask yourself a question because you try to get clarity on something and you talk it out, then no, you ain't crazy.
Okay. I feel a little
You
better
still
there. I was
normal.
almost concerned.
Right. Yeah.
But
I feel where you're coming
I
from.
guess
I can
It's
hear
a-
you. I mean, I
it's
guess, can you hear me?
yeah,
Yeah,
we-
you can't.
Okay.
I was breaking up a bit.
It was breaking up. Yeah, the whole audio thing is working with us today. Yeah, I mean, nah, I just believe, I guess because maybe I'm just looking at myself. Maybe I need to go and look at some other people or something like that, because I just
I
don't
mean,
believe in it.
I've had bouts with depression and with anxiety.
That's what I'm saying.
And
Like,
I've experienced that before.
who doesn't? Here's the thing.
yeah.
But
I
when
think
you're
that's what
not
it's like.
able,
What that
when
at
you're
some
not able to, when it's long term and you're not able to pull yourself out of it. I mean, at one point, my anxiety was affecting my day-to-day with being in a house, being at my job. I was about to get a divorce and quit my job. I was like, I just need, everything was
Now that's
too
just
much.
stupid. But I'm saying, here's, so here's the thing. Like,
To somebody who has truly experienced anxiety, where you can cause panic attacks randomly, and within a panic attack, at that point, it's like your heart palpitations. You're not really completely coherent at that time, and you behind the wheel of a
what's a
car.
palpitation?
It's hard to breathe.
Okay.
Your heart is beating real fast. You're here, but at the same time, it's really rushed and
Will
panic.
make me sick.
I mean,
Why
at
you
one
look
point,
like people
I was
tongue?
on anxiety medicine because I couldn't. Like, it was something that I could not regulate it. It was affecting my ability to go to sleep at night. So then me not getting sleep, of course, now you're tired throughout the day. Like, it was a lot associated with it. I had a lot of things going on in life at that time too, which kind of also contributed to it. But it's different if you're not somebody who's experienced it. I've experienced panic attacks throughout my life before, anxiety, but I didn't know what it necessarily was. So I don't think that it's just as easy as, oh, you could just get over it. Some stuff, yeah, we've all experienced, but it's to what extent, to what depth.
I think, you know what, it just goes to some things. I think are just, I'm not gonna say it, I'm not gonna even say to, I guess, to a strength what I really want to say, but I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say,
Speak your mind.
well, no, I'm just gonna say that I'm not gonna say that it doesn't exist. What I'm gonna say is I think that it's the numbers are skewed, only because, I mean, I just think that everything is always, sensationalized as far as the things that go on in America. We've said this before, or we've talked about this before, and I've said it, that, you go to the other countries, and I know your response is, you go to these other countries and it's not that heavy. It's not as
you don't know
prevalent.
That's not what's
I'm
made
just saying, you look at the statistics. I mean, if you go online and Google it, because I have, if you go online and Google it, research it, you'll see that other countries is not as prevalent. The thing about the USA is I think it was just really built on excuses. The problem is, I think that people don't want to.
I don't think that
it's a
it's
cultural
just
thing.
on excuses. I don't think it's a cultural thing. I think it's from a medical standpoint. I'm going to diagnose you as being this, and I'm going to put you on this medication and make you dependent on it.
Facts.
Versus giving you other ways to deal with it. Now, there are some people that have mental
chemical
illness.
imbalances. Yes.
Yeah, there are. But back to what you said with the numbers, I think they're skewed because I think from a medical standpoint, they're looking at the dollar amount.
It's big business.
Yes, absolutely.
It's big business. And then it's like you're gonna say, again, everybody. It just goes back to what each of you was saying. Everybody deals with everything. You see, it's just the amount of restraint. Everybody's not gonna have the same amount of restraint. Everybody's not gonna have the same amount of nothing. Everybody's gonna be different. So
are you saying bipolar is not real? Schizophrenia is not real?
Bipolar is bullshit. Bipolar bullshit. Everybody bipolar. I'm bipolar. Shit, this conversation bipolar. We started out with a light topic. Now we heavy as fuck. What are you talking about? You talking about this? My thing is,
when you have a chemical imbalance or a mental disorder, to sit there and to say your inability to go ahead to control your mood and your actions
right.
It's
kind of because
you
everybody
can control your
do
mood.
it.
It's called anger management.
Everybody, but but then schizophrenia is not. And I'm gonna say this because, and I'm not gonna say which one it is and what their relation is to, but one of my kids' relative suffers from schizophrenia, and that's not something that
it's not normal.
if I just get my thought process together, then I'll be fine. No,
and I'm gonna talk to somebody about therapy. It's not
because when they're in that issue, they're having an episode, they've been on their medication. Yeah, it's not.
It's uncontrolled.
Yeah, they're not themselves. Like and I've seen it firsthand on several occasions.
But
and
themselves is bipolar.
When they're on their medication, they're good.
When they're in a manic state, it's different. They're not themselves.
When they're going a certain time without taking their medicine, then there's a whole nother beast.
Hey, some people that smoke weed don't be themselves when they don't smoke weed.
It's
Are
different.
they or are they not
No,
themselves?
it's way
I'm
different
smoking weed.
because they're not only a danger to themselves, but they're a danger to you as well.
Everybody
It's
is.
not the
Everybody
it's
has
no,
anger
it's
issues.
not
Everybody
the
has
but you
paranoia.
but it's
Everybody has all of that. Everybody
but
has
it's
mood
magnified.
swings.
Listen, but it's magnified to the point where it's uncontrollable.
Nothing's uncontrollable.
And they can't bounce back from it. You can bounce back from yours.
You can control that shit.
Are you fucking serious right now? Are you
I'm
trying
so serious. Like this shit is controllable. Like I put it to you like this. For me, if you got paranoid schizophrenia, you got all these diseases, then walk your crazy ass out there in traffic because you tired of cars.
They do. They
You
do.
talking about what? Show them to
do.
me. Show me motherfuckers that got killed because they had schizophrenia, walked their ass in front of
And
cars.
they got killed by
Man,
cars. They
roll
got
with me.
killed by the
Nah.
police.
The police, niggas,
Yes.
regular crazy niggas doped up and got killed by police. For
I
walking. No, I'm
understand
not.
that, but I'm saying those
No.
who can't go ahead and can't follow a command.
What's wrong with DMX?
Go ahead.
What's wrong with
What?
DMX? What's wrong with DMX?
He a crackhead.
We don't know.
He's two things. He has anger issues and he got on drugs on top of it. That's a badass combination. When you always
No.
Okay, but
Mental
Will,
illness is exasperated by drugs. It makes it worse.
you can't.
So
You
we don't take
cannot.
time to
but
wait
what-
on
how-
Are the drugs cause mental illness?
No.
Years of
Including
abuse-
prescription drugs.
Years of abuse
Okay.
can definitely, depending on what kind of drug that you use, years of abuse could go ahead to cause some mental illness because it's affecting your brain,
all right,
which is
well,
more than just something that you can just go ahead and switch on and off. That is
I agree.
brain
But
injury.
it's about to happen. So we're running out of time. Heavy topic. We didn't get to finish it today. But I want to thank my co-hosts Chris, Sylvia, and Alicia. Remember, comment, subscribe,
Don't rush me
like,
out the damn thing.
and
Right.
Zoom about to rush you off.
You
So
don't have to really.
no, it is. Trust me. Less than 1 minute. So I want to thank you for watching the show. We'll get back on this topic because I have a lot more to say. I'm sure my co-host